Well, I just made a video and I kind of came off, well, pretty bitchy. So I'm going to remake it and maybe not be so bitchy. I've kind of been in a grumpy mood all day for various reasons. One of which was I took my car in to the dealership. I made an appointment. I get there and they said, well, it might be 3 hours or so before they can get to it because it's getting close to lunchtime. I'm like, it's 10:30. I said, well, and I can't wait 3 hours. So I said, I'll just reschedule. And he said, you know, are any of your lights coming on, you know, service light or anything? I said, no, I'm just, you know, making sure that nothing is wrong with it. I fixed the hoses. And he's like, oh, you fixed the hoses yourself, blah, blah, whatever. But you know, we did sort of, he did ask me a few questions. I said, everything seems to be running fine. I just wanted one more look at it. And he says, well, we can look at it for $50, but it's going to take like 3 hours. I'm like, no, I can't leave it. And I can't wait for 3 hours. So I'll make another appointment. I mean, it seems to be running fine. So if I'm taking a trip somewhere, which I'm not planning on, I would certainly take it in to give it a good once over just to make sure before I went any distance. But I'm not really even going across town in any time soon. So I'm not too worried about it. But the thing I did touch on in the other video was Michael made a video and I was very excited to see that. And his video was sort of complaining about people he didn't like, the types of people, you know, wine tasters specifically. He doesn't get it. He doesn't, you know, I don't know. I've got my own issues with wine drinkers, but that really wasn't something I even talked about in the last video. So I won't. It's stupid anyway. But I thought I would talk about some things that bug me because, you know, it's always fun. It always gets the blood going and it's, you know, you just really, and that's kind of where I went off on a little bitchy tangent before. And I quite possibly could have offended people and I decided to just do it over. So here you go. Doing it over without saying the things that got me in trouble. My complaint, well, there's two, actually. And I'll do the second one first because when I started the first one, that's when I left the pier and yeah, it got bad. The second one, which is really the first one now, people who give full body hugs, specifically people that you don't really know. That's what bugs me. It's fine to get a full body hug from someone that you know, you really like, you're into, maybe you have a relationship with. Those are fun. Those are nice. But not somebody you just met a few minutes ago or someone you see every 2 or 3 years, your parents' friends. That gets icky. I don't like that. I just don't. If I like you, I will be perfectly comfortable receiving a full body hug from you. Most of you, not all of you. And if you don't know what a full body hug is, it's one of those where, you know, the person comes in and they just kind of engulf you and everything's touching. Shoulders, belly, hips, you know, they're doing the kind of the, you know, the pelvic regions are touching. I'm not interested in that if I don't really know you. I'm just not. And if you're a creepy old person, I just like that even less. If you're one of those people that gives full body hugs to people you don't really know, you might want to stop it because I'm sure it makes them uncomfortable. And now I think people that I barely know will come give me a full body hug just to piss me off. So it's all good. So that was my kind of complaint. Since we were talking, well, we weren't really talking. Michael just made a video about it and I thought I would jump on the bandwagon because that's what I do sometimes. The other one was, and I've talked about it before in various videos, is it's grammar. It's bad grammar from people. And I know we're all prone to bad grammar from occasionally. I mean, it's just, you know, sometimes you get in a groove, you're talking, you say things, and then you in your mind, you change in your mind, right? And then, you know, you kind of mix things up because you started saying one thing and then mid-sentence you've changed your mind and boom, something else comes out. That does happen. I think it should happen less if you're typing it. and I this is where I, you know, started down a slippery slope last time of not really saying specifics because I don't want to offend anyone, because, you know, like I said, we all have grammar mishaps. But it's kind of a peeve of mine. I'm really tempted to go right back into what I was saying. It's terrible, I know, I'm sorry. I'm kind of a grammar snob, and I shouldn't be, because I'm not perfect with the grammar. I know I'm not. I struggle with the semicolon. I know, it doesn't make any sense, but it's true, I do. It seems simple, but then sometimes I second guess myself whether it's a comma or a semicolon. I just, you know, we all have weaknesses, right? Mine is the semicolon. Some people, they can't distinguish between lose and loose. The spelling of it, and that's, see, yeah. And last time I even had little sticky notes. You know, if your, you know, shoelaces come untied and your shoes are loose, that's loose. Your tie's loose. But, you know, if you can't find your shoes, you might lose your shoes. See, lose, loose, lose, loose. So you don't, you know, people use this as lose. It's not. It's loose. Oos. I could go on and on about things that bug me, but again, that's where I was getting into trouble before. So I'm gonna leave it at that and call it a day, and yeah, and hope that tomorrow I'll be less grumpy. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna shoot for being less grumpy tomorrow. Bye.